Howdy, and welcome back to the Texas Bucket List. Why not finish off the show with something sweet? Next up, we head to Brenham, to a place that's known for their craft confections, but their specialty, it doesn't exactly have Texas roots. Whenever you mention sweets in Brenham, usually a frozen treat comes to mind. Ice cream has been king in this town since 1907. But just a few miles from the factory known for homemade vanilla, you'll find another sweet stop called Thomas Craft Confections.
I do eat a lot of sweets.
Horrible problem to have.
Yeah.
Jennifer Thomas and her husband Adam create the creamy cupcakes, marvelous macaroons, and decadent chocolates that you'll find here. So you weren't worried about the ice cream mafia coming after you?
No. They just said don't make ice cream, you know?
Real gentle, like, hey, what are you doing here? Hey?
Yeah.
Just don't make any ice cream and we won't have any problems,
Yeah.
okay? Yeah. Their small shop was originally started by Cynthia and Sammy Timpa. Back then, it was called the Bliss Candy Company, and they specialized in toffee.
Her mother had this toffee recipe that she had made for years and years, and she would make it for friends and gifts for Christmas, and then people said, can I buy it from you? And she started selling it sort of out of their house.
Sammy and Cynthia's small business did well, but in 2021 they retired and turned the business over to Jennifer and Adam, a couple who came to Texas to be close to family and happened to have culinary experience from around the world, including stops at high-end hotels in Dublin and Singapore. You're going around the world, you're seeing the world, you're all these exotic places, and then bam, you're in Brenham. What happened?
We were just looking for something to do, to move, change it up, and we found this place.
The couple continues the tradition of toffee, but has expanded into other sweet ventures thanks to their years of experience. Now that they own the place, they can serve up whatever they want, and that includes a savory selection on Saturdays, like their flaky croissants filled with eggs, bacon, and cheese that are marvelous on their own.
People love the savory stuff when we do it. They're like, don't you have coffee? Can we sit down? Don't you want to open at 8 o'clock so we can have breakfast?
I'm here for the sweet stuff, and that includes a unique pastry with French roots.
My favorite thing that we eat here is a cannelé, and it's a French pastry from Bordeaux, France. And it's made with the same ingredients as like pancake batter, so flour, sugar, eggs, butter, milk, and we bake them in these special copper molds for about an hour. And they get really caramelized and crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. It's very simple, but it's absolutely my favorite thing to eat. So this is a cannelé de Bordeaux.
Okay.
And
Does that mean you have to have a Bordeaux with it?
if you want to, yeah. I'm always down for some Bordeaux. This is crunchy on the outside, chewy on the inside. All of this delicious caramelization gives you
oh my gosh,
some delicious flavor. So that's the inside. That's beautiful cannelé on the inside. So this is still kind of soft and chewy, and then it's
crazy
kind
spongy.
Yeah. When we first started making them, I didn't know if like people in Brenham would be open to it because it looks like chocolate, isn't chocolate. But ever since we've started them, people go crazy for them. I'd have it for breakfast with coffee at night before you go to bed.
It's good for all meals. While these small cakes are incredible, I was ready to try a little toffee. And it all starts with water. Are we going to chug a big pitcher of water? Or is
We're
that gonna
not. That's distilled water.
Okay,
so that
you don't want to chug that.
Don't want to chug it.
So why distilled water with toffee?
We just don't want to add any extra minerals or things. It helps keep the machine nice.
Next up, a massive mound of sugar. I'm assuming that's sugar.
That's sugar, just plain granulated.
How many pounds of sugar?
We do grams here, so
Oh.
it's like 3 kilos at least.
Or in the kilos of sugar.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, toffee isn't incredibly complicated because there's really only one more ingredient, butter.
Toffee has a lot of butter. Butter and more butter and plus some butter.
Once the water and sugar get up to 236 degrees, it's time to bring on the butter.
So it's basically a hard caramel sugar with butter, and you caramelize it with the butter, and you have to keep stirring and stirring to keep the butter emulsified.
Once cooked, the toffee gets spread out onto trays to cool off, doused with a little chocolate, and that's it. This is what started it all. This is what got you all moved to Texas.
It is, yes. So this is our Almond Toffee. That's our most popular. We just whole almonds on the inside. And we like to tell people to eat toffee cold because of all that butter inside. It just, the texture feels a little bit better when it's right out of the fridge.
You know what's awesome is when it warms up in your mouth, that's when it's like, whoa. Now that I know it's butter and sugar, you can definitely get a sense of it's just butter and sugar.
Yeah.
Especially with the texture when you chew into it, because you got that, not gritty, but just sugary.
Exactly.
Do you still have pieces of toffee from time to time?
Oh yeah, all the time. Every time I package.
Need something with a little caffeine kick? Well, they got that for you too.
That's coffee toffee. So same as our almond toffee, we just throw some ground espresso in there, and it just gives it that extra roasty. It does give you a little bit of a energy kick if you if you want some coffee toffee for breakfast. That's not a bad idea.
This is stuff of my wife's dreams right here.
Yeah. Knowing every day that I get to go in, put out a good product that we stand behind is an amazing feeling.
Well, those are fantastic, man. You guys are doing pretty cool things out here in Brenham.
I hope so.
Keep up the good work.
We're glad to be here, yeah.
Well, thanks for watching this segment of the Texas Bucket List. To see more, be sure you subscribe to our channel. And to see full episodes, become a member. In the meantime, you can also shop our store at the Texas Bucket List Store and Studio.